Now, we're going to start at the 5th verse. And besides this, given all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity, which is love. If these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall either be barren or unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now, Peter's outlining something here for us, that how to get there. Now, I want to say this, that there are some people who have a portion of this virtue, knowledge, wisdom, patience, and so forth, that don't even profess to be Christians. Now, we're teaching Sunday school, and that's true. There's some people have a portion of this that don't even pretend to be Christians. But that won't do it. It's like a blackbird trying to put peacock feathers in his wings to make him a peacock. He only disgraces himself. Be better to stay a blackbird. See? When he tries to exercise these things without being a Christian, he's just simply all out of place. It's like a sycamore tree trying to manufacture apples. It couldn't do it. See, although it's a tree, but it can't manufacture apples. It's like a mule trying to manufacture wool, trying to be a sheep when he's a mule. You see, he can't manufacture wool. He can't do it. Wool is a gift to a sheep, not to a mule. He might try to act like a sheep, but he's still a mule. See? So you say, well, I can eat like a sheep, I can do this like a sheep, and no matter what you can do, you've got to be a sheep in order to have wool. And let me stop here a minute. The sheep doesn't manufacture wool. He has wool because he is a sheep. A lot of people try and say, well, I'll try to get good, I'll try to do this. Don't manufacture nothing. No, you can't do it. A sheep isn't expected to manufacture wool. It bears wool. And it does it because it's a sheep. And when you're a Christian, you just bear the fruit of the Spirit. You don't manufacture it. You don't try to make it up. Don't make yourself something that you're not. You just become what you're supposed to be. And then it takes care of itself. Have you heard people say, well, I'll tell you, I joined church. I really ought to quit this line. You're trying to manufacture something again now. You can't do it. So there's no need of trying to, no more than a mule can make himself have wool. He can't do it. Or a vulture trying to eat with a dove. A vulture trying to be a dove. Could you imagine a buzzard out there saying, you know, I'm a dove, put a few feathers in to see how I look like? See? He'd just be all out of shape. That's a man who professes to be something when he's not. See, you can't do it. You can't say, well, look, I'm supposed to have virtue, so I'll have virtue. I'm supposed to live godliness, so I'll just have it. Well, you're only trying to place feathers, though they're in your reach, but you can't put the feathers in the wrong bird. It just won't work. And it only shows what a hypocrite that bird is. See? But you imagine an old buzzard trying to have a couple of dove feathers. Look here, see, I'm a dove. See? Well, we all know he's a buzzard. See? That's all. We can tell it he's a buzzard. Well, now that's the way it is, trying to manufacture Christianity. You can't do it. The first thing you've got to do is be born again. You've got to be changed. See? And when you're changed, you become a new creation. Now you're getting right now. See? Now you don't have to worry about the feathers. It'll take care of itself when you're born again. Yes, sir. Like I've always said, you take a hog, scrub him up and put a tuxedo suit on him, or tuxedo suit rather, on him, and turn him out there, he'd go right to a mud hole in water. Because you see, it wouldn't do any good. He's a hog. That's his nature. Watering is his nature. You've got to change his nature. And the rest of it will take care of itself. Now, notice, you must be born again, that is, changed. There's got to be a change. You say, well, Brother Branham, I know this certain woman over here. Why, she never did do anything wrong. She's a good woman. Or this such and such a man, he's a good man. He never does anything. He doesn't harm anybody. That doesn't mean one thing. He might make a good neighbor, but he isn't a Christian until he's born again. Jesus said, except the man be born again, St. John 3, that he can't even see the kingdom. Now that means see, it means to understand. You look at anything and say, I just don't see it. You mean you don't understand it. A man can't understand why people shout. A man can't understand why a human being's language would change in his speaking tongue. The natural man can't see how a glory of God would come over a man's eyes and he'd see vision and tell a man of certain things and what to do. Tell him things that's fixing to happen, fix things that come to pass, like the Lord did for us here last night even. See? The natural mind tries to figure out, well, what did he do? What kind of a hoax is he using? What gimmick has he got? To see a man speaking in tongues, they say, and somebody interpret and tell just exactly to a certain member of the body what they've done and what they should not do. See? See, they think it's some kind of a hoax. There's something fixed up between them. They can't understand it until that man is born again. Then when he's born again, then he's in line of fellowship because he is a new creation. That old suspicious, doubting character he was is dead. Now he's a new creation. So you see, you don't have to add anything to his now because it'll automatically be added.